Who needs Michael Portillo? I've come all the way down to Chesterfield by train, and this is in our new series of Forgotten Towns of the North of England, although strictly speaking Chesterfield is the North Midlands. And I'm here at the most famous thing in Chesterfield, which is St Mary and All Saints Church with its crooked spire just behind me there. And there are various theories as to why the spire is crooked. One is unseasoned wood, so they made it with dodgy wood. Another thing is heavy lead cladding. So even all those years ago, I don't know how many years ago it was, but a lot of time, long time ago, even in those days, cladding was a problem. So heavy lead cladding. And the other thing is unskilled labour. So cowboy builders who put the thing up there and said, yeah, be fine, no problems. And there are various sort of what I'd like to call folk theories about why the spire is twisted like that. There's one thing about a devil shoeing a horse and that twisted its tail, but rather than that bollocks about the devil, what I think is more convincing is the one that said that the spire twisted in some mysterious way because a virgin was getting married in church. And what they say is, I would say they say, what some people say is that it will not untwist again until another virgin gets married in that church. All bollocks, of course, but mildly entertaining bollocks. Of course, the great thing is there's probably the largest Greggs what's the largest Greggs I've ever seen. There'll be a bigger one in Newcastle, but that's a big fuck off Greggs. We found it, the big fuck off Wetherspoons. There's hardly a town around here where you won't find it, but that looks like a nice one. That looks like a really nice spoons, and I'm sure they do a full value breakfast, etc. Never drink the coffee in Wetherspoons. I don't know whether they've upgraded a bit, but I went to a free coffee. You know, you pay for your first thing, and then you can fill up as much as you want. I don't know anybody who's ever had a second cup of coffee in Wetherspoons. Don't do it. I'll tell you a little bit about Chesterfield. According to Wikipedia, it's a market town and industrial centre. What that means is it used to have a thriving market and there used to be industry here. That's what you'll find about these towns that we're visiting in this part of the world. 100,000 people live in Chesterfield or roundabouts Chesterfield, and if they were all, I mean, it doesn't sound like many, but if they were all laid end to end, I'd be very surprised because a lot of them aren't all that attractive. Well, like most of the places around here, not short of places, little shops to beautify yourself. I'm here with one of the local residents. Gordon Banks played for Chesterfield Football Club. He was, of course, known as the Banks of England. He was in our team when we won the 1966 World Cup. Very sadly, he had a car crash and lost the sight of one eye, which brought a premature end to his career, which is a real shame because obviously 2 eyes are the sort of minimum requirement for a goalkeeper. I bet that's a good chippy. I bet that's a really good chippy. It's too early for me, it's 11:05 in the morning. Only around here will you find, and it's the same in Wakefield, other towns in Yorkshire, will you find a chippy open at 11:05, and people buying fish and chips at 11:05 in the morning. You know, marvellous tradition. And as I've said before, there are no decent fish and chips south of Worksop. I think we're just south of Worksop here, but I'm guessing that is a decent fish and chip shop. Interestingly, when you look on the internet, it said that one of the questions, it always says, what is so-and-so's net worth? And you get a load of nonsense about that. But when I was looking at Chesterfield, it said, how many Muslims are in Chesterfield? And I can tell you, I made a note of it, there are 892 Muslims in Chesterfield, if you're at all interested. But the town is 94.9% white. 94.9% white. So if Robert Jenrick wants to see a white face, he should come here. There are full of them, loads of them. I have to say, I came here with the wrong impression. I don't think I've ever been to Chesterfield, and it's a really pretty town. I mean, obviously, it's going through hard times like everywhere else, but It's good. I've just seen all the fruit and veg there. You know, 4 potatoes for £2.80. I'm not sure what potatoes, because that seems like a bit of a bargain. And I suppose it's not as thriving as it used to be. We've got empty tables and things, but it's okay on a sunny day. It's not a bad town. It's just DVDs, isn't it? Millions of them. Who is buying Midsummer Murders on DVD? You know, you'll find it's on the telly all the time. Just go down the channels. But there you go.